M193 is one of the best, most versatile 5.56 loads you can buy. It's the original cartridge the AR-15 was designed for, consisting of a 55-grain full metal jacket projectile moving at nearly Mach 3. It's lightweight, affordable, reliable, and it has excellent terminal performance if it's still moving fast enough when it hits a target. Proper mil-spec M193 is loaded much hotter than almost all commercial 223 ammunition. Not all 55-grain ammo is M193, and unfortunately not all M193 is M193 either. Here is a tidy pile of M193 ammo boxes and one pretender among them. Wolf M193 kind of seems like rebranded Wolf Gold 223. It's not even close to a true M193 load. M193 ammunition is nominally a 55-grain projectile advertised at approximately 3150 FPS. I'm reasonably sure that 5.56 is chronographed out of a 20-inch barrel. I tested M193 loads from Federal, Winchester, and PPU from a 16-inch barrel, and they all averaged 3050 FPS or thereabouts. You can find 223 ammunition advertised even hotter than that. I bought a couple boxes of Lake City 223 advertised at 3,240 FPS. 223 ammo is most typically chronographed out of a 24-inch barrel. 20-inch chrono numbers make sense for a military load like M193, but 24-inch chrono numbers don't make any sense because only the varmint guys are using 24-inch barrels, and most of them have probably moved on to other cartridges by now. The Lake City 223 loads and the Wolf M193 from a 16-inch barrel was more like 2,850. A difference of 200 feet per second is significant. So why does it matter if you're not getting real M193? Number one, the terminal effectiveness of 5.56 is extremely velocity dependent. If it's going fast enough, a 55-grain projectile fragments upon impact and has serious wounding potential. The accepted threshold for reliable fragmentation is approximately 2,700 feet per second, and the minimum for potential fragmentation is approximately 2,500 feet per second. If we lose 200 feet per second right off the bat, the range at which we can expect proper fragmentation of the bullet drops precipitously. It's almost like we lost a few inches of barrel. With a muzzle velocity of 2,850 FPS, we are already below 2,500 FPS at 100 yards. Number 2, ballistics. If you zero to a proper M193 load and then shoot with a fake M193 load, or vice versa, you're going to have a different point of impact and your ballistic calculations will all be off. Unless you feel like re-zeroing to each new case of ammo, you'll probably want to stick to the real stuff or at least keep some around for serious purposes. Number 3, matching a BDC reticle. If you have a scope with a BDC calibrated to 5.56, it's probably calibrated to actual 5.56 and not some cheap, slow knockoff crap. For example, the versions of the Trijicon ACOG that are matched to the M193 cartridge from a 16-inch barrel. Works great with the right ammo, doesn't work with the wrong ammo. Number 4, reliability. The current ARG meta is that overgassing kills, so it's once again become acceptable for your rifle not to cycle cheap steel case ammo. Thank God. But it might not cycle cheap brass case ammo either if it's just as mild as Tula steel case. Keep this stuff in mind when you're buying ammo by the bucket load. I'm going to keep shooting Wolf M193 because it's readily available and cheap. Most of my ARs are zeroed for real M193, and the cheaper 223 loads are close enough for use as practice ammo. I want my guns to be reliable principally with M193 and not wildly overgassed, so if they're a bit sluggish with weaker ammo, that's not the end of the world to me. This applies not just to M193, but also to M855, aka SS109 or Green Tip. 5.56 M855 is hot mil-spec ammo with a 62-grain projectile that contains a small steel penetrator at the tip. Whatever random 62-grain 223 you can find on the shelf at Cabela's probably isn't going as fast and will definitely have a different projectile design. Not all bullets of equal weight are created equal. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.